welcome back. We're going to do pages 7 and 8 now. So 8, well actually both of these are simple. This is just going to take minutes. Page 8 takes a piece of lined paper. I am going to cut it down, if I can reach my ruler. I can't reach my ruler. Even if I can, oh, I'm gonna wreck something. Okay, I got it. So I gotta cut off this wrecked part here. And I noticed that this particular paper, the lines are not, or I should say, the edges of the paper are not parallel to the lines that are printed. I'm not sure if that made any more sense. So this one's going to be narrower than 8.5, but never mind. So let's, yeah, see how it's, if I line it up on the top line there, and it's narrow here and wider here. Yeah, it goes from nothing to about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and then I need it 9 inches high. So I hope everybody is able to keep up and you're enjoying this project and thinking about your December dailies to come. We aren't that many weeks out. Okay. If you were using a piece of older lined paper, maybe something vintage, and you needed to reinforce it, now's the time to do that. I'm in good shape. This is a newer paper. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Vertically. Okay. Now, I got some, oh, I forgot to say, my retro journal, I accidentally deleted the video. So I'm doing this page for my pink journal. But this is what page 8 looks like in the retro journal. So if you're wondering, what's with the pink, Nance? Oops. So I'm just going to fold that in half. Okay. Okie dokie. And grab some glue stick. I'm just sort of placing it. I'm not necessarily gluing it down, just sort of you know, affixing, because I will be doing a little sewing. So I've got this other trim that was made from crocheting around a piece of rickrack. That one's a little bent. I had to fix it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of fabric glue So here we are, halfway through the week. I hope your week's been a good one so far. Nothing too exciting for me. Same old, same old. Just giving it a quality check. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside because I will be doing some machine sewing on there. And all right, let's move on to 7. So 7 was just a book page. The recipe calls for something that's graphic, like a map or a chart or architectural drawing or a blueprint, something like that. I'm using this page from a Ideals. Just going to trim off this raggedy edge here. And I will go slow. Because sometimes vintage papers don't like knives. Okay. So that's just shy of 8.5 inches. Now I am going to cut this 9 inches tall. Just like that. Oh, rats. I forgot there was a poem on the back. Ugh. Well, so I'm just folding this at the 4 1/4 mark, and I'll see if I can replace that. I hate that when I try to remind myself to do something and then mess it up. I'm going to cover it with an envelope. I know that's a little weird, but or I could cover it with a piece of I got some avocado dye paper there. Now, what if I put a piece of something across the top? Frustrating. Let's see what I got. Nope, it's the wrong color, but I like the lace, so I'm going to have to switch out colors. Of course. So I'm going to get just an ordinary piece of paper. Oh, this was scrap paper. I think this one is heavier. Okay. There's always a way to correct something. And if there wasn't, well, we could have just thrown it out. Nobody would have known any difference. Never fails. All right. Okay, now, in theory, no, it's the wrong color altogether, because I like this lace. So that's going on. I might add some, like, what is that stuff called? Crystal drops or whatever to the flames on these candles, just to spice them up a little bit. Spicy. Let's see what I got that looks like crystal something or other. I know what I mean. This stuff. Yeah, it is crystal drops. Nouveau crystal drops. That should just add a little bit of glistening glow. We'll just have to put it somewhere safe while it dries. Okay, my page 7 looks very different than this. Let me grab it. This is page 7. All right. So that would have taken half the time if I had made half the mistakes. Thanks so much for joining me. That's the 6 pages for this week. Come back next Wednesday, the 15th, for the final 6. Remember to go over to my Ko-fi Coffee to get the recipe cards. One thing I forgot to mention last week, and I think I did mention it in one of the 3 takes that I did in my initial introduction to the project. This idea was sparked by my very, very good friend, my very, very beloved friend, Catherine Clark, from Sunnyside Journals. And she one day asked me if I could come up with like just some instructions for how to put my TN style journals together, because she feels like she would like to make some, and I think you have, Catherine, really, but would feel better if she just had some instructions to follow. And then I thought, oh, a recipe. So thank you, Catherine. I think it was a genius idea. See you again next week. Bye-bye.